Jagger really looking to find that, needing that 1-2-3 or that quick inning here in the fourth. 5-3. Brings up Pearson. He flied out to Gist his first time up. Hit it right on the button, but right at Zane. Swung on. Here's a lazy fly ball in the left center field. Brock's going to get to it, make the play. It was a tough play. Brody had to go over in the left center field, and it was hit kind of shallow. He had to be moving to his left and in at the same time. He extended his body and made the catch. 2 outs in the inning. As Pearson flies to left this time, that's going to bring up Sears. Reese Grubb said he was clipped by a pitch in that second inning. Started a big inning. The ball appeared to be just inside. He turned his shoulder into it like you're taught to do. But he later scored. Here's a pitch. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Curveball, strike 2 call right at the knees. Jagger in a really nice groove here. Here's a 1-2 pitch, way outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. University of Kentucky with a big sweep this weekend over Oklahoma. Oklahoma come in ranked in the top 10. Kentucky beat them all 3 times. It gives the Cats 13 conference wins, which is supposed to be the magic number to get you in the postseason. They still got a 3-game series at Vanderbilt, and then they go to Hoover for the SEC tournament. Here's a line drive base hit in the left center field. Gist is going to get over to it. Big turn by Sears, but he'll hold right there, so he's been on both times. Coach McQuarrie with a slow, methodical walk to the mound. And Addie, I'm thinking we might have a pitch and change here, and we're going to take a 1-minute break on the Indian Radio Network.
No matter who you cheer for, Game Day Sports has the gear to show your team pride. From jerseys and hats to hoodies and more, we've got apparel for every fan. Whether it's high school, college, or pro, if you love them, we've got it. Stop by Game Day Sports today and gear up for the season. Game Day Sports, where every day is game day.
At the Adair County Board of Education, they are dedicated to shaping bright futures. From innovative classrooms to top-notch teachers, they provide the tools and support students need to succeed. Whether in academics, athletics, or the arts, they are committed to helping every student reach their full potential. Because when our students succeed, our community thrives. Adair County Schools, learning today, leading tomorrow.
We got some good tunes playing up here. We got to give Jason Stotts a little credit for that. He's got the music going here. It's music from back in my genre right there. Bryce Russell is going to be the reliever for the Indians. He threw really well the other night in that extra inning game against LaRue County when he came in for Jasper Kemp. We'll try to get you some numbers here on Russell. Bryce Russell, he has appeared in 10 games. He started 3 games, 25 in the third innings, giving up 27 hits, 12 earned runs, 11 walks, 21 strikeouts, 2-2 on the season. Thank you. So that 2-out single by Sears brings them back to the top. Page Page singled and walked. Sears is going. Martin with the throw down. And Aiden Smith drops a baseball as he applies a tag. Runner was dead to rights. Just popped out of Aiden's glove. So Sears in scoring position with 2 outs. Page, he's behind in the count. No balls and a strike. Russell with the stretch. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch right there. Dotted the corner. 1-2. Here's a pitch. Change up, swing and a miss, and that gets Page. And that'll do it for South Warren. They get no runs. They get 1 hit. They leave a runner. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. 4-1, South Warren over Adair County on the Indian Radio Network.
They treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today. Looking to revamp your property? Look no further than Gist Construction. Located at 981 Creekbend Road in Columbia, they are your one-stop shop for all your needs. From blacktop to landscaping and even water and sewer lines. Top-notch customer service and unbeatable prices, they've got a solution for every job. Call them today at 270-250-5595 and let's get started. Gist Construction, your partner in perfecting your property.
It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Adair County here in their home half of the 4th. We want to thank some of our sponsors, Animal Care Vet Center, Edward Jones, Joe Willis Financial Advisor, Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, Adair County Farm Bureau North, Boomer Lewis, Game Day Sports, Fiesta Mexico, Adair County Board of Education, TJ Health Columbia, J&S Auto Sales, Kentucky Sanitation, and Lindsey Wilson College. Jasper Kemp, 30 for 81 on the season, 370, 26 RBIs, 6 doubles. He struck out his first time up. He'll lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th. Been Page the whole way for South Warren. Here's a fastball at the knees. Here's a pitch, up and in. Got right in on his hands. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swung off. That should have been a foul ball. And it was a swinging bunt. Should have been a foul ball. And now Reese Grubbs is going to go out and talk to the field umpire. Kemp beats it out on a swinging bunt. You can't change it now. You got to call it immediately.
There you go. Own it, Grubbs. I like it.
So the two umpires get together and they let the play stand. That's going to be a base hit for Jasper. Indians needed that base runner. Aiden Smith. Jasper 10 for 10 on the year. He's definitely a threat to steal a base. Here's a pitch, fastball. Page, he's running it up there pretty good. He's in the mid-80s, I would say, with that fastball. Seemed like that probably was his quickest pitch of the day. That got up there right now. Here's a pitch. Bounces out in front of the plate. Good block by Sears. 2 balls and no strikes. So the Indians can get Smith on here. They got something cooking. They trail it 4-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. There's a pick to first, and he just gets back. I think a good throw. They have Jasper right there. He was leaning. He was definitely going. They're going to pick over there again. He beats it easily this time. 2 balls and no strikes to the hitter, Aiden Smith. It's up high. Oh, he's going to call that a strike. Was that a strike or a ball? That was a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. That ball was, yeah, I thought he did call a strike. It was up. Reese butchered that one. So 2 balls and a strike. We're going to get this thing corrected. Here's a long look in. Here's the pitch. It's up high for a ball. 3 balls and a strike now. Aiden Smith digs in. Aiden 329 on the year. He's got a little pop in that bat. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. Throws high. Runner's in easily. Rard made a good play. He had to get up high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Jasper Kemp now in scoring position. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Smith is going to call time. Here's Page. Here's a pitch. Swung on a high chopper to third. Mosley comes in, makes a play, throws across the diamond to Pearson. That was a nice play. He had to throw that ball on the run. That's going to go 5-3 on a really good play right there by Mosley. He came in and flipped it across his body. Only play he had. It's going to bring up Dax Kahn. Dax sacrificed his first time up. Dax 12 for 54 on the year with 24 runs batted in. Or excuse me, 14 runs batted in. Here's a pitch. Curveball just a bit down for a ball.
On time, boys, go.
Short lead at second for Kemp. Kahn takes a fastball up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Sinclair on deck. 4-1. It's scoreboard updates brought to you by Landon Edwards. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Bounces up there. Kemp's going to move up. Now the Indians with a runner at third with less than 2 out. 3 balls and no strikes to Kahn. The Indians trailing by 3. I'm assuming Dax is probably taking one here. I'll put the tie and run at the plate if he can get on base. Here's a fastball at the knees.
Relax, kid. Come on, bub.
Here's a 3-1 pitch. Foul straight back.
Battle, Dak. Come on, bub. Battle. You got 15.
Kahn digs back in. Page.
Win it, bub. Win it.
Here's a 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees.
Come on, Jackson. Pick him up.
Going to bring up Sinclair. Sinclair grounded out to the first baseman his first time up. Ball gets by. Here comes Kemp. He's coming to the plate. Sears, throw to Page, not in time. He's in there. So Kemp's going to score on that wild pitch. Goes all the way back to the screen. Indians cut the lead to 4-2. 2 outs and nobody on base now for Sinclair. 1 ball and no strikes. We're in the home half of the 4th inning. 2 top 25 teams here at Adair County. Adair County playing South Warren. Sinclair looking for his 10th hit of the year. He's 9 for 30. There's a 1-1 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Get a good rip at it. There's a 1-2 pitch. Fastball, he hits it back up the middle. Second baseman Croghorn gets there, goes across to Pearson, and that'll do it for the Adair County 4th. But not before. The Indians do get a run on 1 hit, and they leave a runner. We're headed to the top of the 5th. South Warren 4, Adair County 2 on the Indian Radio Network.
For a vehicle, wondering where you're going to buy or why? Let me tell you why Don Franklin Nissan. Don Franklin Nissan has the 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. We have our Don Franklin certified program. Don Franklin has a fully staffed service department. We do front-end alignments. We sell tires. Our sales staff of David Powell, Brent McLeod, Peggy Moss, Blaine Hart are here for your needs. Aaron McLeod in finance. We have more vehicles than anybody in the state. That's why Don Franklin Nissan. Local service, local people, huge inventory. Don Franklin Nissan is a one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Cumberland Pipeline is an underground utility contractor primarily concentrating on water and sewer pipelines and pump stations for water and wastewater districts. The company is rooted in faith and is committed to providing a quality service to their clients with honesty and quality projects. Cumberland Pipeline also offers services of wet tapping of water and wastewater lines, insertion of valves on water mains. To join their team, apply online at cumberlandpipeline.com.
2, 3, and 4 for the South Warren 5th. They lead it 4-2. Perkins, he's grounded into a double play, reached on an error on an unfortunate break as Russell played it well, just couldn't get there. Here's a ground ball into center field for a base hit. So Perkins leads off the top of the 5th, South Warren top of the 5th with a base hit. This young man runs well. You have to keep your eye on him. That brings up Raritan. He's perfect 2 for 2. Rardon, he's only hitting 475 this year with 36 runs batted in. Tough out right here. Fastball up in the zone for a ball. Coomer's moved over to third base. Aiden Smith has moved to shortstop. Jagger Kemp's moved to first base. So he's had some flip-flopping in the infield when Russell came in to pitch. Rardon. He steps out. Bryce Russell digs back in. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball. Perkins with some just trying to distract over there at first base. Some of his techniques he's using. Hadn't seen any signs yet. Swung on. Here's a ground ball to third. Good play by Coomer. He's going to go around to second for the force. What a great play by Coomer over at third base as he stretched out to his left from his knees, threw a strike to Dax Kahn for the force at second. That's going to be the first out of the inning, so that play is going to go 5-4. So that's Paul Rarden's perfect day. Krogan digs in. He grounded to first and had a sac fly his second time up. Krogan checks in 365, 19 for 52. He's walked 17 times for this South Warren Ball Club. Fastball stays up high for a ball. Two-0 pitch. Sand stays inside. It was borderline strike. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's a 3-0 pitch. It's a call strike at the knees. Three balls and a strike. Russell. Swing and a miss. A runner goes. Here's the throw to L. They're going to call batter's interference, and Reese Grubbs makes the call. And he's discussing the call with Chris Gage right now, and it was definitely interference. And Grubbs is now going to go out and talk to the field umpire.
Thank you.
The runner is out. They're going to call Rarden out. He had the base stolen. When Martin came up to throw, Krogan impeded him. He stepped right over in front of him. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now there's 2 outs in the inning. Here's a pitch. Here's a fly ball on the left. Brock settles under it. He makes the catch, and that'll do it for the inning. That's Jag. Okay, we had a swap around in the outfield, too. That was Jagger Kemp with the put out in left. So after 4 1/2 innings of play, South Warren leads Adair County 4-2 on the Indian Radio Network.
Center, they treat your pets like family, from routine checkups.
So now we got
emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today.
Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is proud to sponsor our local baseball and softball teams. With a deep commitment to community support and engagement, Jamie Richard stands beside our talented athletes, empowering them both on and off the field. As a dedicated supporter, Jamie prioritizes uplifting our youth and fostering community spirit. Whether you're cheering on a game or practicing hard, know that Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is here to support you every step of the way.
Brock Gist and back to the top, Alex Martin. We want to thank our sponsors, Gist Construction, Franklin Nissan, Adair County PVA, Landon Edwards, McDonald's, Cumberland Pipeline, Gypsy Joe Lee, Barger Insurance, First and Farmers National Bank, Bank of Columbia, Animal Care Vet Center. We'll continue through that list here when we get a break. Pitch down low for a ball. Our home plate umpire, Reese Grubbs, keeps flinching. Like he didn't trust that catcher. Ball down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Looked like Brody was taken all the way. Brody struck out his first time up in the second inning. Here's a 2-0 pitch. There's a call strike. Been paged the whole way for South Warren. A good high school baseball game. Brody with a little nubber. Shortstop Rarden's got to come in. Tough play, one-handed. And the first baseman, Pearson, can't handle it. He would have been out. But we're going to give Brody a base hit. That was a tough play for Rarden, and he came in and made a barehanded play. His first baseman let him down. He was out by half a step. Hit right off the end of his glove. It's going to bring up Zane Gist, and this is probably the most important at-bat of this ball game with the top of the order coming up next. Indians trail by 2. If Zane can get on base right here, it'd be huge. He really runs well, too. Might be a bunt situation. Indians might be playing for 1 because we're here only in the 5th inning. Here's a pitch. Gist, he takes a fastball that misses in. Gist. He's a right-handed hitter. Brock with a short lead. He's going to square the bunt this time and bunts it, but bunts it right back here at us. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reese Grubbs goes over to that Adair County dugout and gets some new baseballs. When I played and I was hitting, I like for him to throw a white pearl out there, especially this time of day. It's so much easier to pick up out of that pitcher's hand. Gist digs back in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brock leads off with a leadoff single. Here's a pitch. It's a curveball. Oh, it looked a foot off the plate. Call strike. Gist digs back in. He fouls it straight back. Fastball. Tried to get right in on his hands. Reese Grubbs must have had a message for the pitcher because he walked that baseball all the way out. Gist digs back in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Runner's going. Pops it up. It's going to be out of play. So, on hit and run right there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brock was on the move. You'll have to go back to first. We'll do it all over again. We're in the home half of the 5th inning. Scoreboard update. PVA Landon Edwards. South Warren over the Indians 4-2. Trying to avenge that 11-7 loss the Indians gave them down in Bowling Green. Here's a call, strike 3 at the knees. So Gist unable to move the runner. It's going back to Alex Martin. Alex has hit the ball on the nose today. Doesn't have anything to show for it. A hard ground ball to shortstop and a line drive right at the right fielder his last time up. Brock gets his lead at first. They pick over there, and he's back easily. Kenny Jesse joined me in the press box tonight. Kenny's on vacation. He wanted to take in a baseball game. Here's a ball in the dirt. Brock has to hold right there. Sears was able to block it up in front of him and recover before the runner could get a good jump. 1 out in the inning. Martin represents the tying run. Here's a pitch. Down low for a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes, and I think everybody up here is thinking what I'm thinking. If he can get on base, Coomer will represent the go-ahead run. He's the state's leading home run hitter. He's on deck. Somehow Alex can get on base here. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a pitch. Brock's going. Here's a high fly ball into center field. Perkins is going to drift back and make the play. That's going to put Brock back at first base. So Coomer comes to the plate representing the tying run here. Coomer digs in. He's looking to get a pitch he can hit out of here. Here's a pitch. Curveball stays away. Very rarely we'll see Braden chase a curveball out of the strike zone. If you hang one, he'll make you pay. Here's a stretch. Here's a pitch. Fastball, and he has an absolute rip at it, but he got under it. High fly ball in the right field. Fentress makes the play, and that'll do it, as he just missed that one. So we're going to the top of the 6th. South Warren still leads at 4-2 on the Indian Radio Network.
The office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Everyone's talking about the easy way to do your banking. And the best part? It's free. The First & Farmers National Bank mobile banking app allows you the freedom to make the deposit right from your mobile device. While you're on the mobile app, you can also transfer money, pay your bills, and check your balance. If you haven't already, download the First & Farmers National Bank mobile app today. Just one more way we're putting you first. Deposit limits apply. Standard rates and fees may apply from your wireless carrier. First & Farmers National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Right there in front of my house. We're back here on the Indian Radio Network, and Adair County trails at 4-2. We head to the 6th inning. It's really been a well-played game. A couple bad hop plays for the Indians, a couple errors, but really they were in pretty good position defensively. Just got bad hops and had one bad inning where they gave up the 4 spot. Looking to hold them right here. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for South Warren. Decker, he's got a perfect day going, a single and a double in his 2 plate appearances. Decker came in hitting .342. Good player. Here's a fastball away. Decker with 8 doubles, 23 runs batted in. Here's a pitch that's going to get him. Hit him on that right hand area. He's going to get first base. So Russell lost that one. So that's the second one today. University of Kentucky leads the nation in hit by pitches. Her coach was talking about there's an art to getting hit. Got a lot of guys that really lean in there tight on the plate. Here's a fastball, stays upstairs for a ball. Fentress, he's had a rough day. Struck out both times. Came into today 314. Here's a swing and a miss, but he's had a rough day at the old ball yard today. 1 ball and 1 strike. Decker with the lead. Swung on. Here's a ground ball to Smith at short. He's going to have to charge. He got a tough play, and the runner's going to be safe on a bang-bang play over there. first base. Aiden, he broke to the bag as if he thought Bryce was going to feel the ball. And then he had a weird angle. He had to come in and kind of going away from the ball instead of rounding the ball to get your momentum going toward first. He broke to the bag, and then he had to move to his left and kind of throw it across his body. Here's a bunt back to the mound. Indians have got the rotation play on. Kahn's going to cover first. The sacrifice is successful by Mosley. That's going to move Decker over to third. That's going to move Fentress to second, and that's going to bring up Pearson. Pearson with 2 fly balls today, 1 to center and 1 to left. He's 0 for 2. He's 232 on the year. Here's a call strike at the knees. For some reason, the Indians, they have their first baseman in, but their middle and their third baseman, they are not in, so they're going to give up the run. There's a blocked ball. Alex Martin keeps it right out in front of him. The runners have to stay where they are. Decker at third, Fentress at second, 1 out in the inning. The number 7 hitter Mosley, 2 fly balls today for him. His third plate appearance. Swung on. Here's a line drive into left center field. That'll score 2. Here comes Decker, and here comes Fentress. He trots in as that ball was almost got in the gap. So South Warren has taken control now. They lead at 6-2 in the top of the 6th. Ball was hit right on the screws. It's going to bring up the 9-hitter Sears. Sears has been on base both times, hit by a pitch and a single. The ball upstairs. There's a call strike on the outside corner. There's the 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. Martin with the throw down. Smith digs it out, puts a tag on, and that'll do it. He was thrown out easily. So that's the second out of the inning. Pearson caught stealing. That's only Martin's first caught stealing today, but really he's had 2 if that ball wasn't dropped earlier in the ball game. So now 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a call, strike 3 at the knees, and that'll do it for Sears. And that'll do it for the South Warren top of the 6th inning. They do get 2 runs on 2 base hits, and they don't leave anybody. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. South Warren over Adair County 6-2 on the Indian Radio Network.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Joe Willis. For help, stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, member SIPC. I'll get around to it someday. Hopefully that's not your saving for retirement strategy. I'm Joe Willis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Let's make someday into today. Stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Life is fast-paced, and we know you're always on the move. That's why we're excited about Bank of Columbia's mobile app, your convenient banking solution that fits right in the palm of your hand.
Need to check your balance? No problem. With just a few taps, you can instantly view your account balance, transaction history, and even receive real-time notifications about your spending.
Download our mobile banking app and experience banking at your fingertips. Visit our website at bankcolumbia.com to learn more about our mobile app. Bank of Columbia is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
got a pitching change for South Warren here in the bottom of the sixth. Owen Perkins, he's a junior. He's appeared in 6 games, 10 in the third innings, giving up 10 hits, 7 earned runs. He has no decision, 4.74 ERA. Looks like a right-hander, about 6 foot, 180, 185. As he's taking his warm-up pitches. Indians, they need 4 to get even. They trail at 6-2. Indians have not had a lot of opportunities today. They hit the home run early, scored on a pass ball, their second run. Hadn't really been able to put together a big inning. Be a good time right here. Had a late start time today. $6 o'clock. Don't forget the district will start next week, and I think Adair County plays a week from today, the 19th. They'll play the Camelsville Eagles. Adair County 3-3 in district play. Camelsville 4-2. So that'll be the 2-3 matchup. Taylor will get Marion County in the 1-4 matchup. Bryce Russell to lead off the Adair County 6. Bryce homered in the first. Popped out to the second baseman, second time up. Bryce checked in today, 386. Here's Perkins. There's a curveball. Stays away for a ball. Perkins, a junior. He's only thrown about 10 innings. Fastball stays upstairs. Indians looking for base runners. One thing you don't want to do is Perkins is come in and walk the leadoff guy. And he's one pitch away as that ball bounces up there. 3 balls and no strikes. He hadn't even been close to throwing a strike. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Russell takes a strike at the letters. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 call. That ball looked up and in. Three balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Swung on a high fly ball out in the short right field. Fentress comes on, and Perkins calls him off and makes the play from the center field spot. It's going to bring up Jasper Kemp. Jasper with a strikeout and a base hit. He had that swinging bunt his last time up. Jasper, 370 on the year. He takes a ball. Jasper having a solid year. Here's a call strike at the knees. Swung on. Here's a line drive. It comes up on the shortstop Rardon, and he can't handle it. And that's going to be a base hit the way I score it. He had to go to his left, and that was a tough play. That Jasper's second hit of the day. Aiden Smith up with 1 out. Think about this Indian ball club. 30 home runs they've hit. They're in every game because they're one swing from getting back in it. Aiden skies one that the catcher has room. Sears, and he makes the play. So Aiden with a pop up to the catcher. It's going to bring up Kahn with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Perkins comes in relief. Con digs in. Here's a pick play over there at first. Kemp back easily. Here's a pitch to Con. Swung on a little nubber off the end of the bat. Croghan gets it, flips to first, and that's going to do it for Adair County. No runs. They do get a base hit. They leave a runner. We're headed to the bottom of the the top of the seventh. Indians trail it 6-2 here on the Indian Radio Network.
At Animal Care Veterinarian Center, they treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today.
Christy Irvin, nurse practitioner with TJ Health Columbia Clinic, provides quality care for the whole family. From wellness visits to pre-colonoscopy screenings, Christy provides expert, compassionate care for patients 6 months and up. Whether it's your toddler's checkup or preparing for your next procedure, Christy is here to keep you healthy every step of the way. Call the TJ Health Columbia Clinic today to schedule your next appointment.
We're back on the Indian Radio Network. The Indians find themselves trailing 6-2. They got one more shot. They got to hold them right here. Bryce Russell came in relief of Kemp. Pitched the fifth and the sixth. We're back to the leadoff, Page. Fastball hit high and deep into right center field. Gist is on the move. He gets back to the warning track, makes a good play in right center field. That ball was hit deep. One pitch, one out. Brings up Perkins. Perkins has been a pest today.
Now batting number 2, Perkins.
He reached on an error and singled. Also grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his first time up. Good baseball player. Kid runs well, too. Here's a curveball for a... Oh! It was right there at the knees. Here's a fastball upstairs for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Swung on a hard ground ball. Smith's going to get to it, but can't handle it, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop. And the runner, Perkins, is going to try to go for 2, and he gets thrown out easily. I'm not sure what Perkins was doing right there. Gist was Johnny on the spot. He retrieved that ball and threw a strike. So that's going to be the second out of the inning. So that's going to be an E6. And then a put out, 8-6. There's Rardon. Takes a fastball up and in. Takes a fastball in the same spot. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a curveball strike at the knees. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Change up. Rardon way out in front. Foul tips it at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rardon digs back in. Here's a 2-2. Upstairs for a ball. Counts full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on the line right at Gist in center field. He's in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll do it for South Warren's top of the seventh. They go 3 up, 3 down. The Indians' last shot, they trail at 6-2 as we're headed to the bottom of the seventh on the Indian Radio Network.
J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
We want to thank First and Farmers National Bank. It's their sponsor, our YouTube channel. As Jared's here today with live coverage, just go to YouTube, search WAIN Radio, and you'll see live coverage there of the game. We want to thank all of our sponsors: Gist Construction, Franklin Nissan, Landon Edwards, Adair County PVA, McDonald's of Columbia, Cumberland Pipeline, Gypsy Jolie, Please Shop Local. Barger Insurance, First and Farmers National Bank, Bank of Columbia, Animal Care Vet Center, Edward Jones, Joe Willis, Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, Adair County Farm Bureau North, that's Boomer Lewis, Game Day Sports, Fiesta Mexico, Adair County Board of Education, TJ Health Columbia, J&S Auto Sales, Kentucky Sanitation, and Lindsey Wilson College. Indians, they will have their last shot 7, 8, and 9 here in the seventh. Sinclair against Perkins. Perkins has appeared in 6 games this year. Here's a fastball down low for a ball. Sinclair digs back in. He takes a fastball right at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swung on. It's grounded to first. It's going to be an easy play. No, it gets through the wickets of the first baseman, Pearson, and Sinclair is going to be safe. That's going to be an E on 3. Got right through the wickets. So Sinclair reaches on an error by the first baseman, Pearson. Ball had some wicked spin on it, but he got a nice big hop, and I just assumed he had it in the wickets. The next thing I know, it got about 10 feet behind him. Sinclair able to beat it easily. Going to bring up Brody Brock. Brody struck out and single. Here's a pick play to first base. Very close play. I don't know if Sinclair was really paying attention to the pitcher there. He shortened that lead down to about 1.5 steps over there. Brody Brock swings and misses at a fastball. Brock digs back in. Curveball in the dirt. Sears blocks it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Indians, they're looking for a big inning here. They trail at 6-2. Boy, they hit the ball out of the ballpark. They're always in the game. They need some base runners here. Here's another ball upstairs. So Brody ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. Zane Gist on deck, hitting in the 9 spot. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's down low. 3 balls and a strike. As Yogi Berra once said, it's never over till it's over. Brody, 3 balls and a strike, looking to get on here. Perkins is obviously a little bit rattled here as he steps off, trying to get his composure. Indian dugout trying to get behind their hitter. Brock swinging at that 3-1 pitch, fouls it straight back. Thought Brody might be taken there. Indians down 4 runs. Here's the payoff pitch. Sinclair, he's check over there. He's getting a more and more conservative leave, and he should. Indians down 4 runs. His run really doesn't mean anything. If you get picked off, it means something. Here's a 3-2 pitch. That's up high for a ball. Brody Brock gets the job done. So, obviously, Gage is going to come out of the dugout now. He's a little bit lost a little bit of confidence in his pitcher, I believe, now, too. He might make a change. He's gone to the umpire. We're going to take a 30-second break here as the Indians have got something cooking. They trail at 6-2, but they got their first 2 guys on here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back after this 30-second break.
Reliable and affordable sanitation services in Kentucky? Look no further than Kentucky Sanitation Services. Whether you're tackling a big construction project or just need a small cleanup, offering containers for any size job. A local, friendly team, and competitive prices. Discover the convenience and efficiency of working with Kentucky Sanitation Services. Visit their Facebook page to learn more or give them a call, 270-634-4637. Experience the difference with Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Hi, this is Layla Risen. I am a 2023 high school graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I am well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling and Christian Ministries. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of campus ministries. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
They've made a change. They've gone with their senior. The shortstop has moved into pitch. Griffin Rardon, he's appeared in 5 games. He's pitched 9 innings. He's gave up 3 hits. He's gave up 1 earned run, 5 walks versus 17 strikeouts. He's got a .78 ERA. So he's called upon by Chris Gage and the South Warren Pirates to come in and do the job here as the Indians have something cooking. They get their 7 and 8 guys on. It's going to bring up Zane Gist. Zane is grounded to shortstop and struck out today. His 3rd plate appearance. This inning started with a ground ball and went right through the wickets of Pearson over there at first base. Brock worked the walk. Zane Gist digs in. He's trying to find a way on base. Fastball low and away. Rardon throws really hard. He's upper 80s, right-hander. Probably 6'1". I'm guessing 185, 190. Swing and a miss by Gist. That was right there at the knees. Gist digs back in. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a high fastball at the letters. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Curveball stays outside for a ball. I would think Rardon don't want to go full here. He's going to come right back with that heater. He threw 2 right by Zane. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And Looks like Grubbs has granted the batter time, but he never came out with any signal or anything. So time's called. That's a no pitch, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rardon, he's going to step back off the rubber. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball upstairs. Guess unable to catch up with that one. He's throwing hard. He's throwing really hard. It's going to bring up Martin. Alex Martin takes a fastball right in on the hands, almost clipped him. Alex is 0 for 3. Ground ball to shortstop, fly out to right, and a fly ball to center. Made good solid contact all 3 times. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Call strike at the knees. Just challenged him with that fastball. Adair County with a little momentum. Chris Gage went and got his senior closer. Swing and a miss. That was Uncle Charlie. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. If Alex hadn't hit that ball, it might have hit him. It was way inside. Martin looking to put it in play right here. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Curveball, he chases it out of the zone for strike 3. So that's going to bring up Coombe. 2 outs and 2 runners on. Rardon. It's a good matchup right here. You got a power pitcher versus a power hitter. Coombe digs in. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball, and both runners are going to move up. Oh, he's going to say Coombe did not check his swing. That was a bad call because I was watching it the whole way. He was trying to get out of the way. I don't know where he came up with a strike, but anyway, no balls and a strike. Here's a pitch. That's going to get away, and Sinclair is going to score easily. Six to 3, so the Indians get 1 run back. Brock, he did not move up. I think Sinclair went late. It kind of froze Brody up down there. His run really doesn't mean anything. I don't have a problem with that. He's already in scoring position. He's up. Indians, they need 3 more, and his run doesn't really mean anything. Swing and a miss. Fastball got right in on Coomer's hands. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coombs going to get that curveball probably right here. He hadn't really thrown it in the zone yet. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off.
Attaboy, 4.
The umpire's out of baseballs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Indians trail at 6 to 3. They got a runner at second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Braden Coomer. He's behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball. Stays away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's the pitch I anticipated, 1-2. Coomer got the fastball last time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rardon from the stretch. Coomer digs in. Here's the pitch. There's a high, deep drive. That's out of here. That's hit a mile. Way out of here. 6-5 on one swing of the bat. Number 12 of the year for Braden Coomer. And the left fielder basically didn't move. As Joe Nuxall would have said, I'm emulating my old guy that I used to really look up to. Swung on at 6-5. He knew when the ball was hit. And Coomer hit an absolute, that would have been gone in any ballpark in the state of Kentucky. That ball was crushed. Absolute crushed. So give Coomer a home run, number 12 of the year, a 3-run job, and now the Indians are within 1. And the third leading home run hitter in the state digs in, and he's looking to tie it up. Bryce Russell swings and misses at the high fastball.
Come on, Six. Play within yourself. You got it.
Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. That was nasty. Bryce tried to pull that baseball. It was on the outside part. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball down low. The catcher wanted it. The home plate umpire flinched, but he called it a ball. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. It was a great ball game today as the Indians come up short end of a 6-5 score. 2 top 25 teams going at it, and it was a battle as the Indians got within 1 run, 6-5, and we're going to take, Addie, just a quick break, and we're going to tally some numbers, and we'll be back on the Indian Radio Network.
You're always welcome at the Fiesta Mexico Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Columbia. There you will experience some of the finest Mexican foods around. Try their daily lunch specials with favorites like chalupa, taco salad, or fajita chimichanga. They'll get you in and out and be back to work in a flash. For dinner, they offer mouthwatering